Life Philosophies Unleashed.
Amidst the multitude of beliefs that have proliferated among humanity over the centuries, half of the world's population finds refuge in the monotheistic Abrahamic faiths, seeking meaning in the devotion to a single, all-powerful God. While the dominant monotheistic faith offers comfort and structure to billions, it is in the less visible currents of these same traditions that we find the most esoteric and mystical aspects of spirituality. Deep within Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, there lies a rarer path, one that transcends traditional rituals for a more intimate and personal encounter with the divine. This mystical quest, often mistakenly interpreted as a New Age invention, is in fact a road as ancient as the very concept of divinity. The pursuit of direct contact with the divine is not a novelty of the modern era, but a millennia-old practice. Long before the advent of monotheism, humanity was exploring personal spirituality, seeking answers and meaning in the depths of their own souls. This ancestral impulse reflects the eternal restlessness of human beings, their desire to transcend the limitations of the physical and the material, achieving a deeper understanding of themselves and the universe, the hidden pathways. So, what exactly is this hidden pathway we're talking about? Picture this. You're standing at a crossroads. One path is well-trodden, clearly marked, and filled with people. This represents the mainstream religious practices we all know. The other path is narrow, winding, and shrouded in mystery. This is the path of mysticism and esoteric knowledge, known only to a select few. Madame Helena Blavatsky, a beacon of 19th century mysticism, dedicated her life to unraveling these secrets of the universe. She was an advocate for the search for an inner God, a higher self that resides in each of us, accessible not through strenuous study, but through deep, intuitive wisdom. In an increasingly fragmented world, where the search for meaning and purpose becomes ever more urgent, the enigmatic figure of Madame Blavatsky commands attention. She delved into altered states of consciousness, seeking access to wisdom beyond conventional knowledge. Blavatsky's journey through the mystical realms wasn't just an abstract quest. She actively sought to understand and practice these ancient wisdoms, bringing forth insights from various spiritual traditions around the world. Her work is a reminder that the mystical path is not about rejecting traditional religion, but finding deeper layers within it. It's like looking at a beautifully painted canvas and then discovering the hidden details and brushstrokes that give it life and depth. Mysticism, at its core, explores these transcendental dimensions, often manifesting in phenomena like telepathy and extrasensory perception, indicative of a human capacity for communication and perception beyond the five physical senses. These altered states, accessible through mystical practices, open doors to direct experiences of the divine, challenging orthodox interpretations of the sacred. Esoteric practices and interpretations, as explored by Madame Blavatsky, often challenge conventions and provoke controversy. The Gnostic approach to spirituality, which values the direct experience of the divine above established doctrines, includes practices that reinterpret traditional concepts like celibacy and chastity, not as moral impositions, but as tools for spiritual transmutation. These practices, though often misunderstood, seek the purification and elevation of consciousness, facilitating a more intimate union with the sacred. Through the lens of Gnostic Kabbalah, Madame Blavatsky invites us on a path of self-discovery and transformation, in pursuit of the true wisdom that resides within. This wisdom, posited by her, emanates from a place beyond the mind, a realm reached through breaking with the ego. To achieve this wisdom, one must go beyond the trivial consciousness we think we know. Mysticism, with its diverse practices from meditation to rituals, serves as the vehicle for this journey, a quest not of the mind, but of the soul. Often, Telepathy and clairvoyance are seen as topics on the fringes of traditional science, treated more as curiosities than as genuine human capabilities. However, these abilities can be considered natural parts of human potential, revealed in special moments of spiritual connection. Imagine for a moment that our mind has the ability to send and receive information intuitively, or to have glimpses of knowledge that transcend time and space. It's as if an invisible network exists connecting all minds, allowing us to access and share thoughts and perceptions in ways we are only beginning to understand. Mysticism in major religions. Let's take a closer look at how this hidden knowledge is woven into the fabric of the major Abrahamic religions. In Judaism, there's the Kabbalah, a mystical interpretation of the Hebrew scriptures. The Kabbalah teaches that everything in the universe is connected by a complex network of energies and vibrations. It's not just theoretical, but a living practice that leads to direct experiences of the sacred. Imagine being able to tap into the divine energies that flow through every aspect of existence. That's the promise of Kabbalah. Christianity has its own mystical traditions too. Ever heard of the Gnostics? They believed that true spirituality comes from personal, direct experiences of the divine rather than from the institutionalized church. Gnosticism invites us on a path of self-discovery and transformation, in pursuit of the true wisdom that resides within. Islam is no stranger to mysticism either. Sufism, the mystical branch of Islam, emphasizes the inward search for God and shuns materialism. Sufis strive to achieve a direct, personal experience of God through rituals, music, and poetry. Imagine the joy of feeling a divine presence so intimately that it feels like a dance of the soul. These mystical traditions across Judaism, Christianity, and Islam share a common thread. They seek a direct, personal connection with the divine that goes beyond the surface rituals and dogmas of their respective faiths. Kabbalah, for instance, isn't just about studying ancient texts, but about experiencing the divine reality those texts point towards. It's like learning a new language that helps you see the world in a completely different way, revealing hidden layers of meaning and beauty. In Christianity, the Gnostics' focus on personal spiritual experiences often led them into conflict with the established church, which emphasized orthodoxy and institutional authority. Gnosticism suggests that each of us has the potential to experience God directly, without the need for intermediaries. It's a bit like finding out that you have a direct line to the divine, without needing to go through a call center. Sufism, with its rich traditions of poetry and music, offers another fascinating example. Sufi practices are designed to help practitioners experience a direct, personal connection with God, often through ecstatic states that transcend normal consciousness. Imagine being so in tune with the divine rhythms of the universe that you feel like you're part of a cosmic dance. These mystical traditions remind us that the search for the divine is not just a matter of following prescribed rituals, but of opening ourselves up to profound, transformative experiences. They challenge us to look beyond the surface and to seek the deeper truths that lie hidden within. The eternal quest. Throughout history, humanity has always sought to understand the unknown. This quest isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about transforming oneself. Picture a butterfly emerging from a cocoon. That transformation, that metamorphosis, is what the mystical journey is all about. Madame Blavatsky's exploration of altered states of consciousness touches on phenomena like telepathy and extrasensory perception. These abilities, often dismissed by mainstream science, suggest that we have untapped potential. Imagine if our minds could send and receive information intuitively, glimpsing knowledge that transcends time and space. It's as if an invisible network exists, connecting all minds, allowing us to access and share thoughts and perceptions in ways we are only beginning to understand. The eternal quest for knowledge and self-understanding is deeply ingrained in human nature. From ancient shamans to modern mystics, people have always sought to pierce the veil of the ordinary and glimpse the extraordinary. This quest is like an endless journey up a mountain, where each step brings you closer to a panoramic view of the landscape below and a deeper understanding of the mysteries that lie ahead. Blavatsky's journey through the mystical realms wasn't just an abstract quest. She actively sought to understand and practice these ancient wisdoms, bringing forth insights from various spiritual traditions around the world. Her work is a reminder that the mystical path is not about rejecting traditional religion, but finding deeper layers within it. It's like looking at a beautifully painted canvas and then discovering the hidden details and brushstrokes that give it life and depth. Mysticism, at its core, explores these transcendental dimensions, often manifesting in phenomena like telepathy and extrasensory perception, indicative of a human capacity for communication and perception beyond the five physical senses. These altered states, accessible through mystical practices, open doors to direct experiences of the divine, challenging orthodox interpretations of the sacred. The pursuit of direct contact with the divine is not a novelty of the modern era, but a millennia-old practice. Long before the advent of monotheism, humanity was exploring personal spirituality, seeking answers and meaning in the depths of their own souls. This ancestral impulse reflects the eternal restlessness of human beings, their desire to transcend the limitations of the physical and the material, achieving a deeper understanding of themselves and the universe. Blavatsky's investigations into mysticism often brought her into contact with practices and beliefs that mainstream society dismissed or ignored. Yet, these esoteric traditions, whether they involve meditation, ritual, or altered states of consciousness, offer profound insights into the nature of reality and our place within it. They remind us that the quest for knowledge is not just about gathering information, but about transforming ourselves. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, each wave representing a new insight or revelation. The mystical path is about diving into that ocean, exploring its depths, and discovering the treasures hidden beneath the surface. It's a journey that requires courage, openness, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. The Gnostic path. At the heart of this discussion is Gnosticism, an ancient spiritual tradition that invites us to seek divine knowledge in a very personal and intimate way. Unlike organized religions, which often rely on collective rituals and doctrines, Gnosticism suggests an inward journey in search of the divinity that resides within us. It invites us to a journey of personal discovery, where the goal is to find and align with the divine spark we all carry within. This path is not simple or obstacle-free. We face internal and external challenges, from societal skepticism to doubts that arise within ourselves. However, it is precisely this challenging search that makes the Gnostic journey so transformative. By delving into the depths of our being, we begin to understand that true wisdom is not something acquired, but something revealed. It's an awakening to the reality that each of us is, in essence, a unique expression of the divine. Gnosticism teaches that the divine is not a distant external force, but something deeply embedded within each of us. Imagine having a hidden gem inside you, waiting to be discovered and polished. This gem represents your true self, your inner divine spark, and the Gnostic path is about uncovering this hidden treasure. The Gnostic approach often involves questioning and reinterpreting traditional religious concepts. For instance, Gnostics view celibacy and chastity not as moral impositions, but as practices that can help one achieve spiritual transmutation. These practices are seen as tools for purifying and elevating consciousness, facilitating a more intimate union with the sacred. It's like refining raw ore into pure gold, a process that requires patience, dedication, and an openness to transformation. To understand Gnosticism, it's helpful to consider the story of the prodigal son. In many ways, our journey through life is like the prodigal son's journey. We start in a state of unity with the divine, venture into the world, and experience separation and suffering. And then, through our inner journey, find our way back to the divine. This return is not just a physical journey, but a profound spiritual awakening. Gnostic texts often speak of knowledge, gnosis, that comes not from external teachings, but from inner revelation. This knowledge is deeply personal and transformative, offering a direct experience of the divine. Imagine walking through a dense forest, lost and confused, and then suddenly finding a hidden path that leads you to a breathtaking view. That hidden path is gnosis, the direct, personal knowledge that illuminates our spiritual journey. The Gnostic path is not without its challenges. We must confront our own doubts, fears, and societal skepticism. Yet, it is precisely this struggle that makes the journey so meaningful. By facing and overcoming these challenges, we grow stronger and more connected to our true selves. Ultimately, Gnosticism invites us to look beyond the surface of our lives and explore the deeper spiritual realities that lie within. It's a journey of self-discovery and transformation, one that leads us to a profound understanding of our divine nature and our place in the universe. Practical mysticism. You might be wondering, how can we apply these ancient teachings in our modern lives? Well, it's all about integrating these practices into our daily routines. Start with meditation and contemplation. These practices deeply connect us with the divine and allow us to internalize the lessons of the Kabbalah and Gnosticism. Think of these moments of stillness as windows to the infinite sacred spaces where we can hear the subtle voice of wisdom flowing through us. Keeping a spiritual journal is another valuable practice. By putting our thoughts on paper, we confront our shadows, celebrate our lights, and map the soul's journey with honesty and introspection. True spiritual wisdom is not limited to self-knowledge. It manifests in how we relate to the world around us. Through compassion and empathy, we recognize the divine spark in every being and honor that connection with acts of kindness and service. Gnosis, the deep spiritual knowledge, teaches us that we are all part of the same divine source. By recognizing this truth, we can transcend selfishness and cultivate an attitude of love and care for all beings. Imagine your daily life as a canvas, and each moment as a brushstroke. Practical mysticism is about painting a masterpiece, where each action, no matter how small, is infused with spiritual intention and awareness. It's not about withdrawing from the world, but engaging with it in a way that reflects our deepest spiritual truths. Meditation is a cornerstone of practical mysticism. By setting aside time each day to quiet the mind and focus inward, we create a space where we can connect with the divine. Think of meditation as tuning into a frequency that resonates with our true nature. It's like finding a clear radio signal amidst the static, allowing us to hear the divine wisdom that flows through us. Contemplation, on the other hand, is about reflecting on the deeper meanings of our experiences. It's like looking at a mirror that reflects our inner world, revealing insights and understandings that can guide our spiritual journey. By contemplating our thoughts, actions, and experiences, we gain a clearer understanding of our spiritual path and the lessons we need to learn. Keeping a spiritual journal is a powerful tool for self-discovery. By writing down our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, we create a record of our spiritual journey. This practice helps us to see patterns, recognize our progress, and identify areas where we need to grow. It's like creating a map of our inner landscape, guiding us on our journey towards greater self-awareness and spiritual understanding. Acts of kindness and service are essential aspects of practical mysticism. By recognizing the divine spark in every being and honoring that connection with compassionate actions, we bring our spiritual beliefs into the world. Imagine planting seeds of love and kindness, knowing that each small act can grow into something beautiful and transformative. Ultimately, practical mysticism is about living our spiritual truths in every aspect of our lives. It's about seeing the divine in ourselves and others, and acting in ways that reflect our deepest spiritual values. By integrating these practices into our daily routines, we create a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and spiritual fulfillment. The power of community. Though it is an inner and very personal quest, Madame Blavatsky, with her pioneering vision, shows us that spirituality is not a solitary path. She emphasizes the importance of community, of sharing knowledge and experiences, and of compassion as foundations for spiritual growth. True evolution, according to her, occurs when we connect with others on a deep level, recognizing the divinity in each being. This not only enriches our individual journey, but contributes to the collective elevation of human consciousness. By integrating the Kabbalah into our Gnostic journey, we expand our understanding of the universe and ourselves. We learn to transcend material limitations and achieve higher states of consciousness, aligning our lives with divine flows. Community plays a vital role in the spiritual journey. Imagine a group of travelers, each on their own path, but walking together, sharing their experiences and supporting each other. This collective journey creates a synergy that enhances the individual experience, providing strength and encouragement when the path becomes difficult. Madame Blavatsky's teachings highlight the importance of spiritual communities, where individuals come together to share their knowledge, insights, and experiences. These communities create a space where members can explore their spirituality, learn from each other, and grow together. It's like being part of a spiritual family, where each member contributes to the collective wisdom and growth. Sharing knowledge and experiences within a community fosters a deeper understanding of spiritual truths. When we share our insights and listen to others, we expand our perspectives and gain new insights. It's like adding new colors to our palette, allowing us to paint a richer and more nuanced picture of our spiritual journey. Compassion and empathy are the foundations of a spiritual community. By recognizing the divine spark in each member and treating each other with kindness and respect, we create a supportive and nurturing environment. This collective compassion not only enriches our individual experiences, but also contributes to the overall elevation of human consciousness. Imagine a ripple effect, where each act of kindness and empathy creates waves of positive energy that spread throughout the community and beyond. Blavatsky's emphasis on community also highlights the importance of collaboration and mutual support. By working together, we can achieve greater spiritual growth and transformation than we could alone. It's like building a bridge, where each member contributes their unique skills and strengths, creating a structure that connects us to higher states of consciousness. In today's world, where many people feel isolated and disconnected, spiritual communities offer a sense of belonging and purpose. They provide a space where individuals can connect with like-minded seekers, share their spiritual journeys, and support each other in their quest for truth and understanding. By coming together in community, we create a powerful force for positive change, both within ourselves and in the world around us. Ultimately, the power of community lies in its ability to amplify our spiritual efforts and create a collective journey towards higher states of consciousness. By recognizing the importance of community and integrating it into our spiritual practices, we can achieve greater growth and transformation, both individually and collectively. The wisdom of the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah emerges as a valuable guide for the soul. This ancient Jewish tradition, full of symbols and secret teachings, goes beyond the study of God and the universe. offering a tool for understanding creation and our place in it. Madame Blavatsky, in her relentless quest for truth, delved into the Kabbalah, recognizing it as a key to unlocking the mysteries of existence. The Kabbalah teaches us that everything in the universe is connected by a complex network of energies and vibrations. The Kabbalah is not just theoretical, but is a living practice that leads us to a direct experience of the sacred. It invites us to go beyond external answers and seek the revelation of the divine within us. At the heart of Kabbalistic teaching is the concept of the Sephirot, the 10 divine emanations that structure reality. Each Sephirot represents a different aspect of the divine, such as wisdom, understanding, and compassion. Imagine these Sephirot as the building blocks of the universe, each one contributing to the intricate tapestry of creation. The Kabbalistic Tree of Life, or Etz Chaim, is a visual representation of the Sephirot and their relationships. This tree serves as a map for spiritual growth and transformation, guiding us on our journey towards higher states of consciousness. It's like having a spiritual GPS helping us navigate the complexities of existence and find our way back to the divine source. Kabbalistic practices often involve meditation, contemplation, and ritual. These practices are designed to help us connect with the divine energies of the Sephirot and integrate them into our lives. Imagine sitting quietly in meditation, focusing on the qualities of wisdom or compassion, and feeling these divine energies flow through you, transforming your mind, body, and soul. Madame Blavatsky recognized the transformative power of the Kabbalah and integrated its teachings into her own spiritual practice. She saw the Kabbalah as a key to unlocking the mysteries of existence and achieving a deeper understanding of the universe and ourselves. By delving into the Kabbalah, we can expand our awareness and align our lives with the divine flows that structure reality. One of the most profound teachings of the Kabbalah is the idea that we are all connected by a complex network of energies and vibrations. This interconnectedness means that our actions and thoughts have a ripple effect, influencing the world around us. Imagine throwing a stone into a pond and watching the ripples spread outwards. Each ripple represents the impact of our actions, reaching far beyond what we can see or comprehend. The Kabbalah also teaches us that true wisdom comes from within. It's not about accumulating knowledge from external sources, but about uncovering the divine truth that resides within us. This process of inner revelation is like peeling away the layers of an onion, revealing the core of our being and the divine spark that lies within. By integrating the teachings of the Kabbalah into our spiritual practice, we can achieve a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe. We can learn to transcend the limitations of the material world and align our lives with the divine flows that structure reality. This process of spiritual growth and transformation leads us to a direct experience of the sacred, revealing the true nature of existence and our place within it. Living the mystical path. Living the Sephirot, the divine emanations that structure reality according to the Kabbalah, guides us to seek balance and harmony. Each Sephirot resonates with specific qualities, like wisdom, understanding, and compassion. By incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we contribute to the elevation of individual and collective consciousness. Gnostic practices, with their esoteric interpretations, represent an effort to transmute the spiritual into a lived and direct experience, often in contrast to established norms. The secret wisdom of the Kabbalah, an integral part of the fabric of spiritual traditions, serves as a vehicle for this transmission of esoteric knowledge, connecting the individual directly to the divine source. Living the mystical path is about integrating these ancient teachings into our everyday lives. It's about seeing the divine in everything and everyone, and acting in ways that reflect our deepest spiritual values. Imagine your life as a garden, and each action as a seed. By planting seeds of wisdom, compassion, and understanding, we create a garden that is rich with meaning and spiritual fulfillment. Meditation and contemplation are essential practices for living the mystical path. By setting aside time each day to quiet the mind and focus inward, we create a space where we can connect with the divine. Think of meditation as tuning into a frequency that resonates with our true nature. It's like finding a clear radio signal amidst the static, allowing us to hear the divine wisdom that flows through us. Keeping a spiritual journal is another valuable practice. By writing down our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, we create a record of our spiritual journey. This practice helps us to see patterns, recognize our progress, and identify areas where we need to grow. It's like creating a map of our inner landscape, guiding us on our journey towards greater self-awareness and spiritual understanding. Acts of kindness and service are essential aspects of living the mystical path. By recognizing the divine spark in every being and honoring that connection with compassionate actions, we bring our spiritual beliefs into the world. Imagine planting seeds of love and kindness, knowing that each small act can grow into something beautiful and transformative. Ultimately, living the mystical path is about embodying the teachings of the Kabbalah and Gnosticism in our everyday lives. It's about seeing the divine in ourselves and others, and acting in ways that reflect our deepest spiritual values. By integrating these practices into our daily routines, we create a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and spiritual fulfillment. This path of knowledge and spiritual transformation, though controversial, underscores a constant search for truth, influencing and being influenced by varied historical contexts. The influence of esoteric knowledge, so deeply investigated by Madame Blavatsky, is not confined to the religious or spiritual realm. Throughout history, occultism has permeated various cultures and ideologies, shaping social and political movements. These influences highlight the complex interaction between esotericism and major world events. Blavatsky's message is timeless and resonates still today. The Gnostic path is an invitation to recognize and embrace our spiritual nature. It challenges us to question, to explore, and to transcend the limitations imposed by conventional beliefs. Remember, the journey of understanding ancient wisdom isn't about following a set path, but about discovering the divine within yourself. So, let's embark on this journey together, uncovering the secrets of the universe and transforming our lives in the process. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all the latest teachings. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep evolving.